I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
Keeping that part. You don't never admit to slipping in your pimping though, so like, you know what I mean?
True.
I gotta take advantage.
Hey.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Get your fucking life together. And I got Sa somewhere with me.
Yo, I mean, everybody still doing virtual today. Yo.
What's up with you, homie?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Chilling, enjoying my new, you know what I'm saying, little desk situation, you know what I mean? Little.
Like, dang it, this the day I can't get down there. Like,
we done got our weight up, Saf.
I dig it. It's funky, fresh. I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure out possible tablecloth or something. I don't know. Gonna have to order some more shit. But what's been going on with you, man? What's new, Cannon?
Yo, I'm like gearing up for the magazine to be out this Friday. We got a lot of stuff coming.
Talk about it.
Yo, we got a lot of different things. We have there was a premiere last week for United States magazine Club, which is based on pedophilia, which is something that we need to be, talking about. And something I mentioned to him when I was at the premiere was that it's kind of timely in the sense that right now, like coronavirus, a lot of people, like to go to work, their kids at home, and they kind of leaving their kids around people around different people, or other people other than themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it raises a good point in awareness at a time right now. It's always a good time, but I think right now is a good time.
Like you said, always a good time for that topic. One of the scariest topics that exist. So it's a lot of responsibility you take when you got to present that too, because you don't want to blur no lines across nobody.
Absolutely. So interesting. Also, the movie was good. Also, we hear like some of the I guess stats, like, a lot of times we're language not English, rather than strangers and things like that. So I was excited to shed some light on that via this project.
A large percentage of children molested is done at adult house parties or children parties at houses by close friends and family members, and it's staggering numbers. Staggering.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited to highlight that. I'm not excited for the topic. It's just to raise awareness to it.
Absolutely.
But on a lighter note, what I am excited about is to highlight our little bro, Son 5.
Yeah, Bills.
Absolutely. So what was the article dedicated to him? The movie project came out.
Veterans Day too.
First time I turned around, Cyber City was recently, we're going to recap on that. That was last week. So I've got a lot going on. Every time I turn around, I got a call or something that things to highlight and publicize it from a positive perspective.
That's dope.
So I'm super excited to get back into this. Like, everything was so moving and shaking, but it was a little different. So I'm glad to see the things are picking up and I'm able to highlight those things from that perspective.
Well, you like I always tell you, you breaking the goddamn narrative, because you finding plenty of positive shit to talk about, and everybody running around saying everything is so dark and nobody doing nothing positive, and everybody is it's some stuff that you gonna highlight and bring it to the forefront.
So yeah, I'm excited for that.
That's dope. What else though? I know you got something else. You was just saying you was saying you got the merch coming.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't saying. That's a part of that, so I kind of think about that. So we got the merch coming this week.
Mm-hmm.
Got that on the magazine. We're going to video on the building, right? But no, but I really think it's important to, and shout out to you. Shout out to like some of the clients that have been important though. You gotta see yourself, you gotta let your brand be seen wherever you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think it's important. So shout out to you, definitely out there for my big bro. I'm looking forward to that. So check out what'sbeingmagazine.com, check out our IG, our social media platforms, but you definitely need to get to that.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. We like I say, in these times it's hard not to touch on something current, but we getting close to that old faithful date that everybody's been kind of anxious about in November. How are you feeling about the energy, your energy towards it, the climate, things like that? You don't have to give, your personal, but
So as much as it's different, is much as it's the same for me. We understand, and I hope everybody understands the importance of voting, right? It wasn't a right that was given to us. It was a right that we fought for, in regards to our association with our entitlement. And I just hope that it's not taken lightly.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, it's just really interesting when you vote. Like, I vote for people who I really support, right? Like, a lot of times I see people as just like a Democrat or Republican thing, right? And I don't know if people really look at like the platforms and like what people's message are, what they really stand by, or their background or their history. And I think that's really important with all of the candidates, not only just Trump or Biden or Harris. I don't think it's important to look at the whole picture. And I just have some challenges. I'm just having some challenges right now, so I'm definitely going to vote. But for me to support someone, I have to support them. Like, for me to support them, I have to support their ideas and things they're doing. I'm just making my own due diligence. I'm taking up as my own responsibility to do that and figure out what's what. And I hope also people know, the person from the media, you just can't take everything with face value that you hear, right? And anything that you read with your own eyes, you have to also know about credibility and things like that. I think that it's not new, but fake news and fake media is something that we hear about, but you really have to be educated in your own right, not on the topic, but who you get information from. I think that's really important.
Super important. I'm glad you said that. And Kay agrees. But what I was fixing to say was I think what you said was fair as far as who you support, why you support them, and you juggling that. That's fair. That makes sense to me. I think when you mention platforms where a lot of people have become jaded at, and why a lot of people in our community don't pay attention as much to platforms, is because it used to be just called campaign promises and they never got fulfilled. So it jaded people, and there was no we didn't have the form of checks and balances that we have now to hold people accountable back then.
And that's why I specifically mentioned and know their background. So that's why I specifically mentioned that. Because a person can tell you what they want to tell you. They can tell you they're going to get every black person $1 million in reparations. Great. But let's look at their background. You can see who voted which way on certain bills and legislation. So, yes, I think it's something to form your own opinion. But a person is not going, like you said, do the thing, whatever, line, type, whatever you do it. They can't change. And yes, people are progressive. Absolutely. People progressive. But I think it's important to take over that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was just, speaking to why I know, like, I already know, like, this should be weird, man. Everything is weird this year, but candidacy and presidency, all of that has always been like foreign to our community, and that's why we fighting so hard to make sure that people get initiated and get educated and informed, and then are proactive and do something about the information that they achieve beyond voting. You know what I mean? Before it's time to have to even worry about this shit again.
We talk about that all the time. I feel like yes, voting is important, but I feel like beyond voting, before voting, and after voting, it's important for you to be involved in your own community. I think that serves a great purpose as well. And yes, politicians can play a role, but when you serve your own community in whatever right that is, you're involved. It gives you the opportunity to communicate and if there are issues, resolve, or just figure out a better way to just be free or not. And I just feel like it's important for people to be involved in their day-to-day life.
And I mean, like, I I hear a lot of Atlanta artists, Killer Mike, T.I., certain people saying that they got terrific relationships with Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor in Atlanta. And they one thing that they always speak to is when things happen, they can call her or communicate with her directly, and she'll give them a real-time response or tell them, that she'll get back with them as soon as she has something, which are the things that you gain, not just because you're an entertainer or a rapper. You gain that by showing up at these events and being in these communities, and you see these people all the time, and they get familiar with who you are, and they know that your interest is in the right place, so they try to help you help them, and vice versa. So like, I think that's important for people to know, like, those relationships can be cultivated easier than you think.
Right. And then also what I wanted to point to is a lot of people, when they think about those relationships, or not even those relationships, when they think about voting,
Okay.
the biggest thing on the mind is the presidential elections, right? But speaking to what you think about is as important, if not more, but as important, like for your local elections as well, and which gives you a little more opportunity to be closer to the people. These people are in your direct community, right? They're in your city, they might be in your township, in your state, whatever it is. Thankfully, social media, we can reach out to people and talk to people when we couldn't talk to prior to it. But it's really important to also be involved in local elections as well, because those decisions really affect your day-to-day life. And I don't know if everybody really understands that, but there's something to be knowledgeable about.
Absolutely.
Judges, for instance, right?
Say it again. Judges, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people always talk about how somebody got this, they try to do whatever time or sentence they got, but let's think about if we had more people, which we are, I do think the group in that, but if we had more people who actually identify with our backgrounds and who we are, and not just right across the color of our skin, our zip code, our address, our name before you even see it. You know what I'm saying? I think that would definitely give us some advancement as well.
Nah, I think all of that is very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. What you been seeing going on out here, man, that struck you in this last couple weeks that had you thinking? I know you've been working hard at the family and the magazine, but I'm sure you've caught something that came across your news feed, timeline, or something that was amazing to you. I go either way.
Okay, so I want to say this because I want to say the last time that we were together was like literally like an hour after Breonna Taylor's
decision on the yeah.
Yeah, I don't even. So I want to say also, I like them to say the shock, right? Because we knew, like, a couple of episodes, we kind of knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how even, like, I'll be working with my brother's days, like, I was good for a while, and then it just hit me, like, this shit is real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know this was real. I'm not saying that, let's be clear. But after that, like, I just got home and I was just thinking, like, really sitting here thinking about just the unjust that us as people are under and what they do the day to day. And I just saw, probably people might have seen a picture or something somewhere, because I saw a young black girl on a post at her time said, "You're only blue for 40 hours, but I'm black for
24/7."
Right? And so, just thinking about that, and just thinking about the divide, and just thinking about how far we've come, but how far we have to go. That's disheartening, yo. It's disheartening. And it's really, it makes me say, because the person who I try to persevere toward positivity all the time. Like, all the time. This is all I care about, is being positive. So, for me to actually feel it, like, I even sometimes, like, trying to, like, deflect the negativity. Like, nah, that ain't really there. Like, I'm going to keep charging this, like, I ain't even paying attention to get this energy. But it really has me a little bit down. It does. It really has me a little bit down. It does. Like, I haven't rebounded from it yet.
I mean, it's natural. We went from a point of people saying that we see it so much that we're starting to get blind to it. We're starting to, but as soon as people started saying it, everything got ramped up and amped up. And like I spoke to before on here, it's like every reason they ever gave, every excuse for why a black person was killed by the police. It's like this year, this last handful of bodies have just debunked all of that. Like all of the excuses don't exist anymore. It's like this is just blatant, and things still aren't happening, and it's hurtful, it's stressful. I mean, you got 2 boys, and you got a husband, and you got a father, and you got me and other people that you care about, let alone the fact that it's happening to women too at a rapid rate too. So it's like the stress levels is ridiculous. And I mean, I feel like you feel how I felt that episode when we was first talking about with the George Floyd situation. And I was saying that it hit me like it hit you. You know what I mean? And I had to really think about, like you said, how far we come, but how far we got to go. And I thought about what my dad and my grandfather had to go through before me. And that's when we had that conversation. It was around the time we was having the conversations that it's our generation's turn to step up and do something and be proactive and help. Join the fight whatever way we possibly can. And that helps when I have the opportunities to do those kind of things, because that always feels good. But at the same time, it's like seeing people that you miss at a funeral. Like, I love to see you, but I hate it got to be like this. You know what I mean? It's not the same fulfillment that you would have got if we was in the park somewhere or we bumped into each other in a grocery store.
Right.
So these things.
I always felt bad. Like, I always felt bad when I go to a funeral, right? Sometimes the whole family and, you know, in one instance, my uncle was older and sick, so, you know, I had to, like, but it's terrible because when you see your family members, like, I'm so happy to see him, and I smile, and I'm so happy to see him, and then I remember why I was there, right? And it's like, that's a real challenge, and I felt kind of bad, like, damn, I'm supposed to be smiling? Like, I felt bad, I had to check myself, like, is this a sad occasion? And then I think about kids' lines, like, why we all fighting work, is the red thing, doesn't feel things?
Yeah.
So it's another conflict that I had in personally.
There's nothing wrong with smiling at a funeral, first of all. Rest in peace to Cynthia. We just buried my cousin Cynthia. Cynthia smiled all the damn time. You know what I mean? And sometimes people need that smile. And one thing that I told a young boy from my neighborhood when we was at Fresh funeral, because he was gauging everybody, how much they cared by how they were reacting in the funeral. Everybody's at different levels of their mourning and grieving by the time the funeral comes around. Even if it's a janaza, which usually happens rather rapidly after the passing, everybody's at a different understanding and different levels. Some people are still in denial that's there. Some people have dealt with it, cried for the last 4 or 5 days in their house. They don't want to cry no more. They can't. Like, however somebody comes, as long as they're not disrespecting, then you're fine. Right. You're fine. Don't ever feel, put aside, because you should be happy to see your people. It's also a time where we're realizing you're right in front of, damn, this could be over tomorrow. So why not be happy that you got to see somebody again and they not on that side? That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's why I felt bad, because you know me, I'm always working something really crazy. Like, I'm always joking. Like, I'm always hype, happy, whatever. Something wrong with me. So I remember there were other people like judging, like, look, she's out there. So I was like, damn, my phone is out. Like,
they also gonna say she thinks she cute. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you know that was something. But yeah, so there was something I was trying to struggle with, but
nah.
Always be me, and the catchphrase is unapologetically me or whatever. But that's me. That we, since I was 8 or 7, however old we were. And I feel like I can say it's always been me.
Yeah. I mean, y'all had the couple years when y'all was figuring yourselves out, where y'all got a little moody.
I don't remember ever being moody. Like,
yeah, and I'm saying y'all because I'm remembering it as a collective. Yeah, but there was a couple years of, all right, so I can't play every day.
I didn't even reach puberty until after we was out of it. I really don't think I think I'm being pregnant.
Maybe you was just being light skinned. 3 of y'all was light skinned.
Makes sense.
No, but Yeah, all of that type of stuff is just part of course, man. We got to go through this life thing, and sadly, we live in a country that doesn't support us going through it the best way possible. So we got to rely on each other, and we got to reach out to each other. We got to speak. That's why I don't really like starting without asking you what's going on with you. Because even though we talk off camera, like, these things are real things and real emotions and real feelings. Get that shit out there.
Right. It's so funny you did it because I wasn't asking you. You kept going down there. I was like, well, as he finished talking to me, I could have.
Nah, but look, I want to shout out one of the friends to the pod, Chick with the Juice.
Shout out Chick, yes.
She just got the show on Glocawear Radio. She'll be on air every week, and she's also co-hosting on the CME Morning Show with Chris Mack. So salute to them too, man. I think she's a dope addition to the Glocawear family. So I definitely want to congratulate her. And I definitely want to tell Chris that was a good pickup. Smart, quick on your feet. But I think it's going to be dope. And I also seen today that Paulie Baby is getting this show. Paulie and the gang, or Paulie and friends or something, I forget, but Paulie Baby. So we always had a strong female presence at Glocawear, but now on air it's getting even bigger. So that's dope. I like to see what kind of energy it brings to the situation, because everything shifts a little bit when you add a different dynamic to the group. But these are people that were already Glocawear family, so it's like we already know their energy. I want to see how they thing roll. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be excited. We're gonna support them. We're gonna pull up and lend resources wherever possible so that they could do their thing. But I definitely wanted to shout them out because it's a big thing, man. Getting your brand out there, getting your voice out there when you have productive things to discuss is important, because it adds to what they call it, the zeitgeist. It adds to the energy of the world. You got to start certain conversations, and you got to angle certain conversations. Sometimes you just got to nudge it a little bit, like, y'all ain't talking about the right part.
Okay. So the thing is, another thing that amazed me on a positive note was and Denny Hamlin, NASCAR driver, are teaming up to have their own race car team, and their driver is going to be Bubba Wallace. Right. And that's dope. And you know, I'm excited. My kids are NASCAR team, so I say in the news. But what really piqued my interest in that, because for so many years, we heard about, people do things in the right way, and sometimes for certain reasons as well. But for so many years, we heard, I've heard like negative conversations about Michael Jordan towards black people and things like that. Not that just because he had a NASCAR team or a race, he went in a race as the owner. Means anything, but for Bubba Wallace to be the only major, the only one that actually made it to the races, race driver, that's a fact. I'm just taking the team. I think it's some kind of way.
I dug that too. But as far as what you were saying about the NASCAR team, I think what's interesting about it is we had discussed Bubba Wallace on here because we was discussing your sons and their race car thing, and we was talking about the merch and all of the stuff and how they stood behind him. And shortly after, he left that team. And so when this happened, I was wondering if he left because he knew Mike was making a move and he could make a move, or if things got weird over there, like maybe they put out a public support but didn't really hold it down like they were supposed to, and he was done with it. Like, I had questions about that part of it. Then another interesting thing about it is that Mike said he'd been a NASCAR fan his whole life, and they used to go to the races when he was a kid. And it's like, who the fuck knew that? But for him to be go ahead.
So I was thinking, my youngest son just loves every sport, because he loves basketball, he picked out to play baseball for a little professionally. the fact that he's going to race, like he's just an all around person, sport lover.
And he a golfer. But yeah, I mean, I think he's in the competition solely. Like, I think his whole life revolves around competition, cigars, and tequila. Like, I don't know. That's what I feel like. And I feel like it's the kind of energy that most people need to become somebody considered the greatest at anything that they do. Is you got to get it from somewhere, even if you got to feed yourself. You know what I mean? It's crazy. My phone going nuts. But yeah, I like the move. Mike he has enough money to withstand the process of trying to maintain a NASCAR team, especially if you don't start out winning from the gate. It's expensive as hell to run a club. So I feel like it should be dope. I'm glad Bubba Wallace got a home that probably makes more sense than the last one. You know, and I would love to see who else they recruit for the team. This type shit gonna have me watching NASCAR. Now I'm interested.
We're supposed to be going to Daytona next year. I hope you can I kind of want you go. So we're supposed to go to Daytona.
Yo, that track is huge. I've been out there. That shit is huge, yo. That shit is amazing.
I know.
Big money sport. Huh?
How you been? What's been good?
I've been good, man. Sipping with Sammie glasses going crazy. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. They've been grabbing the t-shirts, the glasses. I just shipped some to the Carolinas yesterday, I think it was. So yeah, I got you. I still got a few left. The Flyboy Friday merch has been doing good. Salute the PO the logo. I got the champion hoodie on right now. And the Gap collaboration Skull Y. You know what I'm saying? So life is decent. Like I told you before we got on there, a lot of car problems lately, but we dealing with them. So we ain't tripping over that shit. Maybe I needed to sit still for a day or two. Fuck it. But we made it to the market before it happened, so we good. Good. Ain't got no worries. So I'm chilling, man. I'm just trying to figure out the next move. I feel like every month we get a different sense of what's possible with what we're able to do and accomplish during these times, because the health things shift and they opening things more or shutting shit down. So I just keep trying to adjust my game plan. But I think I've been doing pretty good so far, so I'm not tripping.
All you can do is be flexible. That's it.
Yep. Shout out to Treon Films. We released the They Ain't Ready video with me and Corey Williams last week. Dope joint. Shout out to Herb the Villain and PO the logo for being my bandmates in that. That was lit. You know what I'm saying? The reaction has been good. It's been real good. Salute the Boom Room. I just seen somebody we had on our own pod recently. Mason was at the Boom Room live last night. Salute to him and Boom Room Studios. Definitely a great facility. People keep saying, what's Boom Room?
That was a good interview.
Hey, Mace dope. We actually, one of our next interviews outside of here will probably be at his studio, because that's somewhere that we've been meaning to get to, but when all of this happened, we just fell back for a second. So we probably get back with him soon. Whether it's a full interview or we get a couple minutes with him during the pod while we shooting on his turf. Try to get him back on here. Yeah, good dude. Definitely a good dude, man. But no, I've literally just been strategizing the motherfucking situation and watching other people make moves. Like I'm happy about what I'm seeing right now. The landscape looks good from the entertainment side and from like my friends and all of that, but like the greater scale is just so ugly. Everything outside of my bubble is just atrocious right now. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to just look to the side that makes me smile more. That's all I'm doing.
Wow.
But yeah, real shit.
So I heard something that was kind of interesting, and I don't remember like the beginning or like December when everybody talks about the upcoming new year. They were like 2020, perfect vision. Everything's gonna be made clearer now. Like, yo.
I think it has.
This shit 2020.
I think 2020 made people see motherfuckers wanted to see a certain clarity, but I think 2020 showed reality. It show how weak we really are, how easily we could be fucking shut down, and when I say weak and easily we could be shut down, meaning like we aren't too powerful that a virus can't come fuck shit up, that our beefing with somebody else can't fuck shit up. Like we're not that safe as we thought we were. The race thing has not calmed down as much as we thought it had. The people that are adamantly racist are not as old as we thought they were. We thought they was about to die. Now you got 17-year-olds shooting other white boys at BLM marches. Like, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy, you know. And every night and morning when I look at CNN, depending on whatever time of day I feel like I got the energy to do it, I see somebody ramming a car through a crowd of people at a protest.
Yeah, that's even ridiculous.
And getting the brakes beat off them usually.
I thought that was old footage from what Charlottesville.
Right. No,
I didn't know it was recent. I'm like,
something happened in New York this week. Something happened a few places, and they just.
But I'm thinking that, like I'm saying, like I'm before I hear a ring, before I see a car, and I'm like, oh, they talk about Charlottesville. No, it wasn't.
And that's the thing, like. All right, y'all angry. Y'all, I guess they try and get stripes or something. But at the end of the day, that young lady in Charlottesville died, yo.
Right.
Why would you want to go, like, are you that gangster? You really just want to catch a body that bad? Like, you're not just going to hurt people. You're going to hurt people real bad. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really want to take it there, take it there. You're going to get caught anyway. Your tags is on somebody's camera. They fuck around, beat you, and hold you for the cops. Like, you might as well go all in. You really want to be tough? Like, stop this nut shit, man. I hate it. I hate it because, like, you know, it's kids out there in these streets. You know? And I ain't just talking about the teenagers. Like, people take their kids to these rallies. Yeah.
I was marching since I was 6 years old. I marched in Wilson, I left Philly when I was 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. But I was still a little kid marching.
Exactly.
I wasn't even one parent. This how crazy it was. But you know, I was Philly, everybody like I had 3 uncles and whoever in the row houses. So, and I probably had a little more friends than I could. But I just seen people outside of the street one day, they was marching. I was doing march by myself. I wasn't even with an adult. I was marching. I was 8 because I know that I probably wasn't able to do it by myself when I was 6. But I was catching the L by myself when I was 8. So I probably was about 8. I wasn't 10.
You'd have been on punishment for your activism. I'd have sat your little ass right in the corner for the next 3 weeks. What the hell is wrong with you?
The crazy thing is that I don't even know if my parents even know, like, what I was doing.
You probably made it back. They ain't even miss you.
Yeah, like my mom, they probably, out there I wasn't really a supervisor, I would have been up top.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
They didn't even listen.
I had the opposite. When I was in West, it was stricter than when I was up top. But, you know, my neighborhood wasn't as bad as my grandma's block was at that time neither. So, the good old days. The good old days. 8 years old, just gonna walk in the march by your damn self.
I'm about to look up and see when Wilson was the mayor, because I can tell you the year since I was in the mayor. Yeah, so my whole point is that we just can't point to their children. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I wouldn't want to. Not to mention, you don't have a personal problem with any of these people, man. Like, there's been people in your life that have really done things to you, against you and your family, and you're running up on people just because of an ideology that you don't agree with. And that's crazy. That's literally insanity.
Right.
Literally insanity.
Right.
Speaking of insane, Lakers back in the championship.
Ow.
I'm mad hype. I ain't been able to be hype about sports in a while. And I ain't talking about the pandemic. I'm talking about a while.
Right.
So I will be on the couch for all of this shit. Every bit of it.
So how was basketball? How was college basketball affected by coronavirus? Like, was there state they just started people make up again too, like the NBA?
They didn't start nothing. Nothing's been said about college basketball that I've heard about it coming back. Well, it's not time. It's getting to the time now.
So what you said? Oh, you talking football?
I said the Lakers.
I thought you said Lincoln.
I said the Lakers are back in the championship. See?
So how long has that been? Did the Lakers been in the championship?
Shit, I think it's been like 10 years or some shit. Probably longer than that. It's been a while, yo. It felt like an eternity. Because you think about it, like, how long Kobe ain't been a Laker?
I was about to say that. I also think that this is bittersweet in reference to Kobe too.
Yeah, it's definitely a great year to win it as a Laker. Definitely. Even like the big game they had when AD shot the game winner with the Black Mamba jersey on and said Kobe, like, it's, man, his spirit is around, man. That Mamba mentality ain't going nowhere. And that's the thing, like, he really built something that he made it a thing. Like Mamba mentality means something to the world.
Absolutely.
And you can apply it to any aspect of what you're trying to accomplish. So, like, that's ill as fuck, man. People got more rings, more money, all type of shit. They ain't got that to leave behind.
Was there ever any other athletes that used that moniker, Black Mamba?
No, we had Black G. They had Black Jesus. They had all type of black.
I mean, Black Mamba specifically.
No, he was the Mamba. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yo, Kill Bill was actually crazy as shit. Her trying to get out of that.
My favorite movie.
Her trying to get out of that casket was stressful for me.
Yo.
That's how you know they shot the shit out of that joke. I was stressed watching that shit. Like, oh, the dirt keeps falling. Oh.
That's one of my favorite movies, yo. I'm trying to tell you.
Kill Bill was vicious. He a bull though. He do what he want. Yeah.
Yeah.
He do what he want. He really one of them kids that just was like, fuck that.
Right.
To everything.
Dad's been like growing up. He probably was had something like real odd.
They said he was one of them nerdy boys that like worked in the video store, the rental store and shit, and like watch movies all day. Like they said that's really like he really that bull.
Well, guess what? It worked.
Nigga, who you telling? I should have had a video store job. One of the retails I didn't do.
Right? So hold up. So I did look up what he was. Duke was mayor from 84 and 92. But he did the moon bombing in 85. So y'all re-elected him after that? Like, what was the city makeup? Like,
shit is amazing. Yeah,
I feel like he was the mayor right after that, though.
Yeah. We ain't get much better after that. We got, what's the name?
Who?
Rendell. For what? He had 2 joints. I had beef. My family had beef with the Rendell family. That's funny.
Mine did. That's why I'm trying to fight. Like,
no, I tried to fight his son Jesse, and then that wound up with my mom about to fuck his wife up because she was running out there like she was gonna do something. My mom is still from 60th and Locust, so asshole. Yeah, but that was an interesting day for me. Anytime you guys stop so your mom don't get in trouble, it was an interesting day.
Right, that's the way. I feel like you ain't getting in trouble with that one that day.
Nah, I was good. He started coming to the games with security with him. Guys started coming to the games with trench coats and shit.
But that's his dad was mayor, wasn't he?
He was mayor, and it was right before he became governor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, I was just saying, that was also the complaint how your hair was. When he came out, the name that I was
But you said from 84 to 92.
I came out in 92. I knew I wasn't 10.
Yeah.
I was at the end of the year, so I know. And it was a summer. I know I wasn't 10.
Yeah, so you was probably like 8.
Yeah, I know I was like 8. I was like 8.
Badass.
I was like 8. I used to be everywhere. I used to catch the L by myself. I used to be out.
And how you just always knew how to get everywhere? Like, you used to be on the train with your mom and them all the time?
Probably, yeah. My mom and yeah, anybody went to my grandma, even my dad's mom too, she wasn't never went to, but she close up to everywhere. She knew how to get. My grandma knew how to get from Philly to New York for like 3 hours. Like, she used to tell me how, and everybody else might go there too, but the reason road, like, you know, push it all the way up to New York, and off to Nike Trenton. And then there's a little train they catch from Trenton to New York. That shit was like 3 hours. And she had to catch the whole train. They were dope. Like, I knew my way around everywhere.
My uncle used to keep me on the bus all the time when he used to live with us. But like, my uncle was a wild boy. Like, at some point of the day, he used to stop at the bar. And this one, bars always had like a little video game or like the claw game or some shit. And or Pac-Man. Yep. So like, you know, all his homies or whatever, or ladies, they give me all the quarters they got, and I just be over there. But like, young as hell, yo, just chilling in the bar.
Remember you used to ever go in the bar?
Yeah. They wouldn't even bother me. They never got in trouble for it, nothing.
I used to go in the bar looking for my mom. Like, is my mom here? Like,
movie shit, man.
I remember the first time I seen the automatic, I was like 5. Yeah, and my mom turned it over there and showing like all this fucking crazy. Like,
this shit got deep, Saf.
I know. I'm just thinking about that same day. I went and looked at my mom at the bar. Like, is my mom in here?
Saf, you been growing your whole life, yo.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, man. That's why you was smoking as a preteen.
I was smoking at 11. I was 11.
Yo, it's amazing how many people probably have worked with you, dealt with you, and have no idea that you full-fledged gangster.
Right? I was like, you know, shout out to my homegirl was telling one of the things we just had. And I'm not even for her because I don't know too many people. But anyway, she was so broke. I was like, how, like, she was just so respectful. She was like, you heard? I'm like, girl, yeah. I give it something, you know, you like to become a girl. She's like, oh, I'm like, I was late every time. I be pulling up like, hey, all right, gotta come in. Like, yo, they didn't even know. The organization I was on board for, they didn't even know.
She was at J Huff Day?
Yeah.
I'm good at this game.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to them, Aunt Brown and J Huff. I was in pain that day. God damn, that's when I thought I broke my toe. That was a long day. Nah, you was good. We just didn't get the memo that we supposed to wear white Air Force Ones.
And guess what? I was at this way 2 days ago, and all these motherfuckers had the white Air Force. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna do it again. They must be decent again. Not that they ever really went out, but they must have really good.
I mean, it say something to always be able to keep a fresh pair on, especially to walk around the amusement park in. Please believe niggas used to wear their oldest forces to the park, the ones they could get in the water with.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
And I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Huh?
My Jordan wasn't that comfortable.
And you know, it's funny, I just had a conversation with my neighbor right before you tapped in, and he was saying he been selling his Jordans and buying more Asics and stuff because he, like, after me and him had the conversation about the fact that they not really that comfortable, most of them, he was like I liberated him, so he been letting go.
Yeah, all the other sneakers, but I had more comfortable. Like, I got pants, but we just went legs even before that, and I had on some Adidas, and I was cool, like. The story, I was like, oh no, man. I ain't stopped. I stayed all night, but still. Shit, it was a little rough.
What is like? I ain't been to Six Flags in a minute. What's the best roller coaster?
So I was trying to get on the Kingdom Kai. That was cool.
I got on that before.
But they got it's cool. Like they go to this, they make you feel bad for them. They ain't playing about the legs. Like they walk through like back up, like they don't get in the line or everything. But it was cool. I wasn't too crowded. Like I said, we got passes to it, so it was cool.
Y'all got passes to the water side too?
Yeah. Huh?
Y'all got passes for the water park too?
Yeah, but it's closed now. We got passes for that, and we took the kids to the safari, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta tell you the video. Why? You know, I think I ain't in front of the kids. So we get to the giraffe, right? And the giraffe come, I'm like, oh, giraffe, y'all wanna look at our car? Y'all wanna look at our car? The giraffe comes and start licking my window, licking my sunroom. So I don't open the window. I almost said I should open the window and let the giraffe come in. But he was licking my sunroom. I'm like, yo. It was a wild time, yo. It was dope though. It was cute. And what I was gonna say is, about how all the animals were together.
How animals do what together?
How all the animals were together.
What you mean?
So I'm not gonna talk to you about it. So there was something that was really, something I thought was amazing. This is something I can say. This is a story. It was in an area where all animals were together. So it was hippos, it was ducks, it was zebras, it was ostriches. It was everything except for the lions and tigers, right?
Mm-hmm.
All together. All feeding together.
Mm.
So I'm like, yo, this is something that humans need to get from, right? Because it was so many different species of life together. It was amazing to me. I pointed out to my kids and I just felt like, yo, we can do that. Go, we can do it.
You know what's crazy about the metaphor in that? All of the prey was eating together. All of the dominant motherfuckers and the motherfuckers that mean you harm weren't around, but were aware of exactly where the prey were.
Yeah.
It's society. We already kind of doing that. If we stop fighting each other on bullshit, we're already really doing it. We eat from the same places. We eat at the same place. We eat off of the same shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, no, that's ill, but it's even more crazier than how you said it when you really think about it, because like you said, the lions and the tigers was the only ones that wasn't over there, and that's deep.
Tigers and bears.
Oh my.
The lions and tigers today, I want to say why. Because that's crazy.
One thing about Six Flags, you always gotta take the kids through the safari. I remember the first time we went through the joint. I also remember it was so hot and it took so long, I didn't want to go through it the next time. But I done it. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure y'all wasn't baking. It ain't even been that hot this week. But like I went.
No, we went to the safari last week. It was nice, but we had the air on.
Yeah, I think we had the windows down. I don't even think we had the air on.
They don't even let you put the windows down, or if they do, like some of the attendants take to the windows, yeah. Some of the others tell you that they gotta be at least halfway.
Mm-hmm. All type of new regulations, man. They ain't care about us. We grew up with the Flintstones.
Yeah, the monkeys moved so back in the day.
The monkeys used to be right on your car, won't get the fuck off.
Right on your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't let them in your car anymore. They out.
I seen a monkey out there that had a taffy. He picked the taffy up. He looked at it, put it in his mouth. He looked at it, he flipped it around, put it back in his mouth. Craziest shit in the world. I'm like, yo, why you know how to eat a taffy?
That was like I said, I probably didn't want to play the kids, but that was hype. I was pulling over, stopping, and taking pictures. You know how people be doing like with the boom or do different things, how they be like behind it and acting like they touching it. I'm doing that with the animals behind my picture.
Some of them pictures be dope when you do them right though. I do be liking some of them joints, especially when it be like kids. Like it'd be a big ass thing and it'd be a kid that look like they touching the top of the motherfucking Washington Monument or some shit.
Right.
That shit be looking gangster. I like it.
So you guys should take a picture of the kids.
I wasn't knocking your hustle, man. Your kids was probably like, no.
I know they get older, where they got like opinions and shit, you know?
Yeah, man, let them have it. You know, one thing that burns me up, I'm sick of seeing motherfuckers bragging about how they're posting a picture of the kid that the kid did not want to take.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yo, they got the right not to be exploited on your page.
I encourage my children to have their own opinion. I encourage it. I encourage my followers, but they get in trouble if they don't have their own opinion.
Yeah, my dad was that way. I couldn't just say something. I need to know why I said the shit, why I did the shit. I had to be accountable for what I did or said, especially in response to what he said.
Absolutely.
You ain't just gonna answer me. I need to know where that came from. Or if you just trying to get me to fucking finish my speech. But it's important, man, because at the end of the day, what we figuring out is this new generation, they already brighter and better than us, just because of access. Just because they got so many tools, their minds move so much faster that everything that they get or that they put out goes to the masses. It's a different world now. So like they need to say some shit and help some shit and figure some shit out. Cause we've been on this treadmill for too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for the people that don't understand, I always say treadmill for working hard as hell and going nowhere fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I be having to remember I'm not just talking to you. The microphone reminds me sometime.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, something else though, real quick. I just wanna so I had this cool for the picture. It's different for you. You know, I never like being in front of the camera until somebody I'm talking to right now. Yeah, it's to them. But I think on the photos and they don't really know. And they were like,
I see you on the stool with the Puss in Boots on.
got the Puss in Boots.
Was that a leather skirt?
We say wasn't loose boots, okay?
Was that a leather skirt? It was a leather skirt?
It was.
Yeah, man. I see you. I was trying to figure out what you was shooting for. Like, are these glamour shots or is this the book cover or the album cover? Like, what we doing?
I don't know. So somebody was just like, I want to shoot with you. And I was like, but I did it. And I'm glad that I did because, like, I don't know if it was working with this person, or, like, if I'm just becoming more confident. But I'm really, like, loving it. Like, yo. So, shout out to the time of this field. You
are a beautiful woman, but you're photogenic at the same time. Like, everybody that's pretty, they got some people really, they only got angles. You know what I mean? And that's why we forced to see the angle all the goddamn time. But you should be captured on film and in production and things like that. Like, I would like to see you act. You and a couple other people that I fuck with. I think that what you'll gain from it, even just the experience of going through it, just be so much. I know how you absorb things. And I feel like you will win the more that you put yourself out there in certain ways visually.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's so funny you said that because I was going for like opportunities that I didn't get, and I'll be honest, it was like a 9-to-5 job, but it was like a high paying 9-to-5 job, right?
Like, I'll take the hit to get that. Why not?
Right. But the crazy thing, I didn't know I got this one, right? But I didn't get it. But guess what? I was happy because I was like, yo, why the fuck do I keep trying to work hard for somebody else? Stop working hard for everybody else and work hard for yourself because they love you. Oh, I know why I didn't get it because I'm a hater. It's okay. I mean, people like I literally had somebody call me and tell me that they heard somebody like talking shit about me. It's okay. It's all right. Because it's let me and it's me. And I appreciate it because guess what? I don't even need to work hard for nobody anymore. Like, I got a whole brand, I got a whole legacy, and I'm thorough. I don't need to be working for nobody else. And I want everybody, like, I want other people to, like, understand that. Once you know your own confidence and doing your purpose and finding your purpose, yo, you know where to go.
Yeah, It's like what I say about dealing with your insecurities, man. Once you release certain loads from your motherfucking psyche and your shoulders and your lifestyle, it's freeing. Even if you benefited in certain other ways from having those other things, it's like, man, listen, without it, I could grow so much more. I could do so much more of what's fulfilling to me. And finances never replaces that. And a lot of the times, if you stick it out, the finances come. They come.
Absolutely.
You'll be rewarded for your investment into yourself.
Right. So, when I prayed to get what was meant for me, I didn't pray to get that job. I didn't pray to get that money. I prayed to get what was meant for me. And I really believe what's meant for me is coming. Like, those would be great things that I can't really talk about right now, but it's like 2 weeks. Yo.
That's what's up.
Down. And that's why I think I'm going to wish not to get this. Because I started talking about not even wanting to have this one because I don't want to be, again, a worker being for somebody else. I'm not a worker. I need to stop trying to be a worker. It's not me. Some people are, but it's not me.
I've been feeling the same way. And that's why, like, going so hard at the things that's going on right now while I have the time to, because who knows, I might have to pick up a gig or something later on. But right now, I'm trying to put this shit in a position where we ain't gonna have to think about that shit no more. And that's through more than just this pod. There's everything in media, like, is all encompassing. It becomes a lifestyle of things that you can do that surround what you do. So if I can handle that the right way and manipulate that a decent way, then all is well with me. But I'm taking my time before I rush back into somebody's fucking schedule. Real shit.
Absolutely. And, even my opinion right now in the position I'm in, I'm just tired of people taking my ideas, like when I'm in a corporate world. Like, people always take my shit. It don't matter where I'm at. It don't matter what organization I'm with. They always take my shit and run with it. And I'm like, I actually be cool with it if you can tell me something you got to do. Like,
that's what corporate is, though.
It doesn't matter where I am. Like, I be turning some cold words up and saying certain stuff. This is see he's gonna come back, and it do. I be like, yo, this is crazy. This is really crazy. It's crazy. So, but everybody that, again, coronavirus, I feel like it was time for everybody to sit down. 2020, not even coronavirus, 2020, worked so many things for us to not just sit down, but a lot of things gave us a reason to
mobilize.
Things to fight, but I think it was also a time to take to, again, reflect, some self-reflection, for a lot of people, not everybody, but it was just a time to do some self-reflection and also plan. What is it? Plan, work towards the plan. I think that I know a lot of people that have taken that, and I personally take the time to do it too, and it's time to just move.
Quick story about that corporate world. And I might have told you this before, but I don't know if I ever said it on a pod. I was at a beer festival. Shout out to Philly Beer Scene magazine and Mag. We was at the beer festival and we work in the Philly Beer Scene magazine table. So we basically just selling t-shirts and getting the email list together. So this couple was standing there and they're talking to us, and it's an old white couple. And they was cool as shit. Like, they wasn't trying to be hip or nothing. They was just on some cool drinking a beer, chopping it up shit. And I think Mag Twin asked them what did they do? And they said they just left corporate America. They couldn't stand it. They refused to do it any longer. So they fell back and fucked corporate America. So once again, the question comes, so what do you do now? The man says, oh, I rent these tents. And pointed to the big ass baseball field wide tent we were standing under for a beer festival, which there's a handful of them out there. They're expensive as hell. And this is what he does for a living. He rents out canopies.
Right.
He left corporate America to rent out canopies, and he's ecstatic about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, It's just what you just said. They went and did their thing. Now, mind you, they were older. They put more time into that rat race, but they cashed out before retirement because they couldn't do it no more.
Right. But I even on a personal life, I thought I was going to go back to this organization, so I was like money there. Like, I'm thinking like coronavirus, there's some, and I didn't really go right giving up to it. I got really down information, but I believe if I didn't even take my money that I had, if they got over there and my phone and pay based on like coronavirus, like, as long as I'm not paying I'm taking all my money. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
Why not? Speaking of money, I've been having a hard time getting my tax information. I think the last time that I did it, it was filed wrong. So I had to go through a lot to try to get, because they don't even let you through those services if your immediate information.
You can't give them the information, you can't even get in.
Yeah, so we went through that. But I mean, and it's crazy because you like, damn, it's the end of the year. I'm still fighting to try to get this shit so that I can do what I gotta do. But luckily, I'm all good. So, but it was, that's one less stress. That's one less stress I got, man. Well, now that I don't owe them, I feel like the government owe me some. So I'm waiting. We shall see. You know what I mean? Because I ain't asked for shit this year. Everybody else been getting bonuses.
Right, me either. Me both. I feel it.
I've been rocking out and content and just grateful on some real shit. But you can give me mine too. I'll take it. Yeah, you can piece it out. I'll take it.
So what you got coming up?
Coming up. Fly Day is upon us. By the time you guys see this on Thursday, Fly Day will be the next day at the same time, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on glocawearradiostation. It's first Fly Days, I believe. Let me see. What's the date? Ain't it first Fly Day? Hold up. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's first Fly Day. So,
the day is coming out. Sorry, I was sipping. October 2nd. Yes, it is.
So DJ Trail. Shout out to DJ Trail. He'll be DJing this week. I talked to Wave. He's excited about a new project he's working on. So he said he might slide through. But we just gonna do what Fly Boys do, man. But outside of that, I have a part of these messages I've been getting was from Sister. I need to reach back to her. She has something that she wants me on a panel for. So I'll be announcing that soon if that lines up with what else I got going on, huh?
I actually wanted to put an article I wanted to highlight 2 off on the magazine.
Yeah.
The organizations they got going on in my notes. But I wanted to highlight her too. So if you don't mind connecting us or even passing that note that I want to get a comment, just the article.
Absolutely, you know I got you. That's not a problem. But like, and I know I'm forgetting stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm shooting a video next week. I just kind of decided that today. Now I gotta reach out to the director.
Okay, we'll talk about offline. Okay, I'm there. Hopefully I can finally make one.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be as big a production as They Ain't Ready.
It don't matter.
I always want you in the building. South, cut it out. So you always welcome. Everybody life been crazy. Like I said, man, one thing that I learned this year and that I've been working on for the last 6 months is patience. Something that I haven't really been good with my whole life. You know what I mean? The one part of my patience that I haven't been good with figuring out this year is I still don't have a lot of patience for dumb shit and ignorance. But as far as other things, waiting or being frustrated or being inconvenienced by, I'm cool with that. I gotta work on like not having to tell people that they stupid or look at them like they stupid or feel like they're ruining my day being stupid.
Me too.
Because it's a real thing.
That's like a part of like some of the stuff that I've been going through also because I'm trying to do it as well because a lot of people can't do it. I think we're very direct. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? And I think that's the challenge I'm going through too. It's so funny you said that because another thing I was going to get to was just shout out to my core. I don't know we have a lot of y'all, but you and Shay, my mom. Like, I just want to shout y'all out because I'm going through real crazy times, like personally. And when I was talking to people, they was like, yo, you really good with this girl. And I'm like, yo, I think I've been through a lot. Like, I've been through a lot. Some shit is conditioning you to do keep it open. Like, you just gotta, what you gotta do, like, I mean, talking, I know everybody exhibits their stress, anxiety, anger in different ways. But I'm not a talker. Like, I don't sit there and cry. Like, I think about what gotta be done and I do it. You know what I'm saying? And, just shout out to my support.
Well, see, you fall into the category, though, of check on your strong friend. So you're somebody that when I'm aware that things are going on, and I talk to you regularly anyway, even before this, but like I want to make sure that you say something before you get in a dark place, because it's possible for everybody to go there. You know what I mean? Everybody could cross over to the dark side. And I've been there before. I know you've been there before, which is part of the reason that you probably know your triggers now and you know how to alleviate certain stresses or how to compartmentalize certain things, but that doesn't mean that you okay. So I'm always make sure that you okay. You see what I'm saying? Because I know that as much as we smile, laugh, joke, help other people, we ain't always good while we doing it.
Right.
Even though those things make us feel better, but those are moments.
Yeah.
We gotta live with ourselves.
Yeah. So we shout out to y'all just because they keep words. And then again, shout out to like you said, check on your strong friends, because just because people don't exhibit it don't mean you're not doing things. I just don't cry. So,
I always talk about the time I was walking across campus. I was going through a lot, but I literally gave myself the pep talk, like, just look strong, you know, present your front so that nobody would recognize that you're going through something. And from the time it took me to get from my dorm to the cafeteria, probably about 5 to 8 people asked me if I was all right. Yo, you cool? Yo, what's wrong? Yo, you all right? Yo. And it was like, it was all over my face and I didn't know it. And I didn't know it. And you know, for the first however many, it was, yeah, I'm good. And then you run into one and then it's like, why don't I just keep lying? I might as well tell somebody. And it was somebody I trusted and we had a talk. And shout out to Black, man. He one of my squadron. He told me a couple things, but one thing that stuck with me is that a wound never heals if you keep picking a scab. You see what I'm saying? And I was dealing with so much that I was beating myself up with it every day. It was like a constant thing. Like I wasn't trying to mourn or move past or whatever. I was dwelling. And it's the simple things sometimes that you just need to hear, you know?
yeah.
But we sat on a bridge, a whole nother bridge. We sat on a whole nother bridge over a creek, and a bunch of rocks, and we was just chopping it. And it's funny because like I got a lot of wisdom from young men when I was a young man, and it's a lot of things that I run with to this day that I learned from people that was under 20 years old.
Okay.
And those moments always mattered. City saying that everybody's good for something when we was 14, 15 years old changed my outlook on a lot of shit. Because if you wasn't my type, you wasn't worth my time.
Right.
I was carrying it like that. I was Philly for real. Oh shit, what the fuck you got on? Oh man, like I wouldn't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But throughout life, you learn like you gonna get help, inspiration from the most unlikely places, and you got to be able to capture it, or you do yourself a disservice. Because a lot of people get these same jewels and things different ways, but they don't grasp them or they don't apply them.
Right.
You know, they can regurgitate them all day though. They'll tell you as advice to you, and you'll be looking at them like, that's so profound. I can't believe you said that shit.
So the funny thing is, I was talking about that about the orange juice. We talking about that last night. That whenever he says something about somebody, his shit regarding that be like way worse.
It's deflection.
Right. When he was saying like Obama only paid 20% taxes. Nigga, what percent do you pay? Like,
bro, that nigga paid less than me.
And me.
This shit is amazing, yo. 750. 750. Get the fuck out of here. And then you know what's amazing? Every time something come out that's unfavorable, he only knows 2 words. Fake news. How the fuck do you have a base that still listens to you when you ain't got nothing better to say?
Again, I told you I was arguing with somebody. I think I might have told you something. So he said that they were Trump supporters. And I asked why. He said because he tells you everything that he tells, like he tells you how to do. He tells you what to do. And I'm like, that's very true. And you gonna follow that shit? Like,
I know niggas that said whoever's in this park when I get back getting shot, and they did exactly what the fuck they said they was going to do. Do I respect them? Am I excited about them running the playground? No.
fuck no.
Is you fucking crazy?
So yeah, so because he tells the truth about the dumb shit that he does, he's following. Who are even fucking dumb team.
And my playground my playground example was literal. It wasn't an exaggeration. It's definitely not Finley though. We carry different at Finley. I'm just gonna say that. I just gotta keep it G. Like we don't, we police ourselves at Finley. And I mean, you want to keep it real. Anywhere you hooping uptown, it's a cop hooping with you probably. Like it's one of the one of the last places you want to do some dumb shit because that's where they feel kind of safe at.
Right.
So like, same in the bars. Yo, I still love pointing out cops in bars. It's so fun.
We should do that next time we go out. Whenever we come to bars,
Right? We talking about shit we can't even gauge. Like we can't even say like, yo, next month we going to the, like not even a month from now can we speak to. That's crazy. Oh, you want to hear what was amazing to me? I just remembered. I saw an article today and I didn't get to read the whole thing, but the title was "A Third Wave Coming to the United States." And all I could think is, we skipped the whole wave. Them motherfuckers were radio silent through a whole second wave and didn't tell us we was in it.
I thought the second wave was in the winter.
I thought we was working towards the second right now. I said a third. Sa, blew my mind, yo. I literally was on some, you know what? For like 5 minutes, I was like, yo, fuck it then. Like, if we already at the third one, fuck it, yo. Fuck it. What we gonna do?
Right.
That's how I felt real quick. And then I thought about grandma. I'm like, all right. Slow down. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta be for real about it. But like, it's really weird out here. Like, how did we skip a wave?
Because there's a lot going on. That's something. And the crazy thing is the wave, the thing I was saying, the even CNN, whoever, all they talk about is the coronavirus. But then that's from that theory, because it's already talk about coronavirus, already didn't talk about that. Right.
And yo, I'm telling you, I've been watching the reports. Like, they've been talking about his response to it. They've been talking about vaccines this whole time. And I think literally that's what happened. I think everything went from the first wave to vaccine talk, and we just stopped giving a fuck about numbers and shit.
So when they opened up, that was the end of the first wave.
And then when all them states and cities that opened up first had spikes,
right, that was the second wave.
But nobody identified it.
Yeah, I just got a citizen. So when the act, it tell you like and it's different. So what's that in an area that's confused? It has been over like 1.05 compared to whatever. They don't like 0.985 or something. So that's what it is. So that's what I went down and go along in the second week. So that's what I think the third week.
It's crazy though, cause like I said, I went to Be More with Squad last weekend and we celebrated for Bible, and like most of the places we was at was outdoors or whatever. But like, it's really weird that so much shit was open out there for one. And then like, I'm still not comfortable yet. Like I'm really like, if it wasn't for the fact, like everywhere I went, it was like, it's this nigga birthday. You gotta go. Like, you already out here type shit. What you was gonna ask me?
I don't like that. So you know my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks, right? Shout out to Bashar, official Bashar, I believe, designer. He been had mask before masks were mandatory.
You want to go to the club for your birthday?
Yeah, I want to go out somewhere.
Not the club. I'm talking about the club we went to before
Hey, let's go.
for dinner.
Let's go.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm going to stay in there and take me a beat more for dinner, so I'm actually looking for y'all. Whatever it is. But secondly, I'm going to kind of go to a lounge. I was just going to get I want to get like a bedazzled shoe mask. But my point is, I'm still wearing a mask. And I want it lined. I want it lined. Like,
The funniest shit about you painting your own mask on your face just now, you look like you want a Jasmine mask from Aladdin. And then you said bedazzled. And I'm like, Jasmine. So what you got to do is you got to send a picture of Jasmine and get that shit stitched up. Y'all almost the same complexion.
okay.
Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. Actually, she was more like, I mean, if you show somebody the design, it's just fabric.
I'm not making shit myself, but yeah.
It's just fabric. At the end of the day, it's, yeah. And, you know, whatever protective barrier you put in it.
Man, come on. I'm still wearing my mask.
I mean, but let me know what you're trying to do. The Be More thing, let me know.
You're definitely going to be more. And you told me the right spot you went to already.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with Miss Shirley. You gotta fuck with Miss Shirley. Yeah, Miss Shirley's is the shit.
I'll be next week to make my reservation. So we're going to get from brunch to brunch on Sunday, but we're going to go to
That'll be dope.
Oh, this one's coming out Thursday. Not my birthday yet, so holla at me. Let me know where I'm going to be more. I will be in the city. Holla at your girl.
Yeah, squad, if y'all watch this, John, I know somebody in squad will. Hit her up, let her know. I know 9 times out of 10, Duke's probably got 5 events that weekend, so I'll send you a little directory.
Alright, if you ain't doing nothing, come down, bro.
I might say slide, especially if I line y'all up to go
we stay private weekend, whatever, but talk, you know.
I might say slide. I might see what's up. I might see what goes on. I'm just, man. Like I said, as soon as I get through this car shit, we all good.
Alright.
And that should be this week. So I ain't tripping. At all. I'm just trying to enjoy the moments that I can since everything shut down, and I'm scared to death to fly somewhere right now.
Right.
I trust my car though. I trust my vehicle, but I don't want to fly nowhere. First spot you would fly to if they said all was well. It's a goodie. That's a goodie. I might be on your heels. Might be on your heels. You going through withdrawal yet? From Jamaica?
Fucking right. I was just trying to go there a couple weeks ago. And my homie was telling me how to get there. And when I see my coronavirus several times, you gotta do coronavirus. I think you gotta do coronavirus before you go and all that shit. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, because they was all right, and then they spiked at some point.
And I usually go in October. So hell yeah, I usually go like every October.
Yeah, rich people travel when it's cold. Yeah, I know all about it. Why are you making faces at me?
I just do what I do, baby.
I'm fucking with you. But we gonna sign the fuck off and get out of here. So I'm gonna let you do that because that's important. I'm not gonna interrupt. Nah, you good. You good. Go ahead, hit it again. You just lit it. Make sure it stay lit. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Breathe. And get your spill, man. It's too easy. It's too easy. Yes. Amazing. We gonna title this amazing too, by the way.
Hey, and we are, as you should. Let's go.
But
All already know, these young girls, guys, Sunny Rick, and their publisher, I'll let you know for everything from time to perspective. WhatIfuaintsippinwitsammieyouaintsippin.com. Go from here.
Word. Make sure y'all shout out and check out Font Productions at Font Philly on Instagram, PHANTPHILLY, consulting, production, all type of things, all type of tricks up a sleeve and in that bag. Holla at them and make sure that you get right. Holla at glocawear and make sure you get your merch right and your representation right, because it's important. And you see us running around, some things, this t-shirt right in front of us, glocawear provided. You know, I went there and got that done. This hoodie was done somewhere else, but just use your resources. If you need one, 4933 Old York Road is a great place to start. You know, Glocawear Radio. Also, we do this pod and we drop it every Thursday at 4 p.m. on all major streaming platforms, wherever you get your pod at. So even if you can't catch the video, make sure you get the audio. Give us some feedback, like, comment, subscribe. Please let us know who, give us some recommendations. Who you want on here? Who you want us to holler at? It ain't even gotta be our network. If it's your network and it makes sense, I'll talk to them. But they gotta be ready to talk to me. And we don't accept no question lists. We don't accept none of that. Cool. You can't tell us what we can't ask. Yeah, we gonna have a conversation. But absolutely, and it's supposed to be. That was the design of it, and that's part of why you was a great fit for it. You know? But also check me out every Fly Day, 4 to 6 p.m. The best happy hour in the world on the greatest station in the nation, Glocawear Radio, Flyboy Friday Radio, 4 to 6 p.m. We on the Glocawear app. You can go to glocawear.com. You can go on YouTube and check out the live shit, see what the logo got on, because he's always fresh. We don't call him the logo for nothing. And vibe with us, man. It's really a groove. A lot of great interviews. When it ain't great interviews, we just party. But either way, we party because it's happy hour. So just check us out. I got a lot of stuff coming soon. A lot of things to announce for y'all. But like Sop said, some things you can't talk about till they finish being talked about. So we'll talk about it soon enough. But I have been Sipping with Sammie. This is Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rule. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Get your fucking life together. And I'll catch y'all next week. Saf.
Yeah.
It's the king of hooks, baby. Sam Malone, what up? Corey. Yeah, man. They ain't ready. Don't get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
They ain't ready. In the streets we can't cry no more.
Slick as I wanna be, smooth as ever seen. Melody could be felony, what you telling me? Learned to play from Bill Bellamy, Peter Guns, someone else. I'm something else, something different. That's what she sniffing. Caught Malone shit, different from pimping. Scene was basic till I slipped in. Trapping, loading, clipping, saying on niggas bitches. I call niggas bitches. Like bitch, handle business first, boy, yak like incense. Twist 3, dismiss. That's Malone's mistress. Music business, I'm trafficking. What was mastered in, led through a path to sin. Walls crashing in. Cashing in, couldn't figure out what was happening, but trapped again, backfire from trapping in. Ironic as hell, my pocket's loud in the cell while waiting on Tiny to post bell. Oh hell.
Don't get what you're looking for. They ain't ready. In the streets we can't cry no more. They ain't ready. Don't fight right through the pain. They ain't ready. Till see me walk through the gate.
Can't fight tears, I can't find fears that ain't mine. Can't see big blind, spend time showering shit time. Outside I'm on hills, all ting grounded. Like tunnels with backwoods, sparkwoods countless. Nights pitch black, go legit, switch back, loud pack, 6-pack, V8 Harley, switch stack. Ready to flip mattress, couches, and bout. Something about grinding it out, I'm so bout it. Ready to get what I came for. Same ball, plenty corners bent in my stint, I became more. When it became war, I gave him Armageddon. Born legend, Sammie the veteran, I would bet on him. Follow his lead, take heed, use competition, never the one flossing. Respect due bosses, respect who the Ross from up top. Sam alone with Corey with me.